retired nurse, and I've been working in the hospital for 33 years in Red Deer. And then after that, I retired from nursing back in 2013 and started up my own little business. So that's a little bit on me. So about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with osteoporosis, and that kind of floored me because I just thought that was kind of strange when I'd been working and running around and didn't have a quiet job. But anyway, I started looking into different therapies. I didn't want to take any pharmaceuticals for that. So I started doing some research and digging into things. And as I was digging into things, I started learning about stem cells as well and learning a little bit about that. And about the same time that happened, what that was going on, I also was experiencing a little bit of pain in my back. I would wake up with my back aching in the mornings, and so I wondered about that, and also my shoulder. So I went and had x-rays taken, and turns out I had the beginnings of a little bit of mild disc degeneration in my C-spine and also in my lumbar spine. So again, I started doing some more digging and learning more about stem cells, and so I just decided I would maybe go for that. And there was a presentation that came to Red Deer back in January, so along with a couple friends I went to that, and I was so impressed with that and with what I'd already learned about stem cells. Right there and then you could book yourself to go for a treatment. So that's what I did, and it was going to happen, the treatment, in March. So up until March then, I still did more research, and while I was researching and learning more about the stem cells, I found out that hyperbaric oxygen really helps support the stem cells. So that was meaningful to me. So when I went for my therapy out in Bellingham, it was in Washington State, when I talked to Dr. Young there, and while I was getting my therapy, I asked him about the hyperbaric oxygen, and he said, oh, by all means, he said, if you have a chance to go, if there's a clinic in your area, by all means go. He said, it is a wonderful help. So that really pleased me, so that's how I ended up here at Oxy Wellness. And so I booked myself in. I came here and I started speaking with Al and learned that it's very healing. He's seen wounds healed and things like that. And so I booked in for 20 treatments. I came for 5 weeks for 4 days a week for an hour apiece. And so it was a wonderful journey. I'm just so thankful that I received the oxygen therapy. One of the first things I noticed right away was I was sleeping so much better. I'm a light sleeper and don't sleep very well. So even after, I think, about 2 or 3 treatments, I started sleeping, deep sleep, and right away when I go to bed, I just go to sleep. So that's one of the most wonderful things I noticed. Another thing I noticed, back in November, I had some surgery. I had a little bit of skin cancer removed from my face, and my dermatologist, I think, did a wonderful job by Mohs procedure is what it's called, but it was a lot deeper than we expected, so he had to take quite a bit of area. So he had to make an incision down from that spot right down to my lip and then to the corner of my lip. So it was quite a journey, but eventually that all healed up, and so that was still healing. And when I went for a follow-up on that skin surgery, my dermatologist told me that I found it to be really numb, and I asked him how long that would take to heal, and he said probably up to a good year. And that's another thing that I noticed with the hyperbaric oxygen. By the time I was finished my 20 treatments, that numbness was gone. It was just so amazing to me, because I didn't even want to touch it before, because it just felt like something that was not even a part of me. But after I had the oxygen, it was wonderful, because that was gone. It was healed. That's how much the hyperbaric oxygen sped that up. So I'm really thankful for that. And another thing that I noticed, I've got a couple of bunions on my feet, and my toes, they were been cramping. I'd been to a foot specialist, and I had a bit of numbness in my toes. Well, both of those have healed up as well. There's no numbness in there either. So anyway, those are the things that I really noticed. And oh, and the other thing is my nails. I have found that my nails they used to split and peel. Now they are so much harder and grow nicely. So I attribute that as well to the hyperbaric oxygen. So there's a lot of things. So if you're thinking about hyperbaric oxygen, as we know, as what I've learned as a nurse, it is so essential to life and it supports everything. So don't hesitate if you're thinking about it, because I don't think you'll be sorry. So thank you for listening to me.